Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
To view this video, please enable JavaScript and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5 video. An extremely dangerous and life-threatening hurricane is hurtling towards the Caribbean. Hurricane Beryl, which has been declared a powerful Category 3 storm, is set to make landfall this morning when it slams into Barbados and other islands in the West Indies. It gathered velocity and reached Category 4 on Sunday with wind speeds of 130 miles per hour, but had reduced ever so slightly to 120 miles per hour and one level down by the early hours of Monday. However, the National Hurricane Center, NHC, warned Beryl is taking aim at the Windward Islands, which also includes Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and Dominica among others. Forecasters warned the life-threatening storm surge will raise water levels by as much as 6 to 9 feet above normal tide levels when it crashes into the coast. Frightening images from space show the sheer scale of the weather front, which is carrying hurricane-force winds as far as 30 miles out from the eye of the storm. Tropical storm-force winds are also currently extending outward as far as 115 miles from the center of the hurricane, which will also unleash a barrage of heavy rain. Satellite maps shows Hurricane Beryl ominously barreling towards the Caribbean and the path it will take as it swirls west. The NHC predicts the storm will hit islands lying to the east of the West Indies at around 8 a.m. local time, 1 p.m. UK time. It will then continue to career on a westward trajectory through the Caribbean and towards Jamaica and Central America in the coming days. It is expected to weaken by midweek but won't fizzle out quickly, still remaining a hurricane as it heads towards Mexico. Urgent warnings have been issued by forecasters, local governments and emergency services. Beryl is expected to remain an extremely dangerous major hurricane when it reaches the Windward Islands this morning, the NHC said. This is a very dangerous situation and residents in these areas should listen to local government and emergency management officials for any preparedness and/or evacuation orders. Potentially catastrophic hurricane-force winds, a life-threatening storm surge and damaging waves are expected when Beryl passes over portions of the Windward Islands with the highest risk of the core in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Grenada beginning later this morning. Hurricane warnings are in effect for much of the Windward Islands. These are the 5 hurricane categories, according to the National Weather Service. Hurricane Beryl is currently measuring at Category 3. It says, the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale is a 1 to 5 rating based on a hurricane's sustained wind speed. Hurricanes reaching Category 3 and higher are considered major hurricanes because of their potential for significant loss of life and damage. Category 1, very dangerous winds will produce some damage. Winds, 74 to 95 miles per hour. Category 2, extremely dangerous winds will cause extensive damage. Winds, 96 to 110 miles per hour. Category 3, devastating damage will occur. Winds, 111 to 129 miles per hour. Category 4, catastrophic damage will occur. Winds, 130 to 156 miles per hour. Category 5, catastrophic damage will occur. Winds, 157 miles per hour. Much of the Caribbean began shutting down on Sunday amid urgent pleas from government officials for people to take shelter. We have to remain vigilant, Barbadian Prime Minister Mia Mottley said in a public address late on Saturday. We do not want to put anybody's life at risk. Do not let your guard down. Long queues formed at fuel stations and supermarkets in the Caribbean as people rushed to prepare for a record-breaking storm and rapidly intensified from a tropical storm with 35 miles per hour winds on Friday to a Category 1 hurricane on Saturday, and now Category 3. Warm waters are fueling Beryl, with ocean heat content in the deep Atlantic the highest on record for this time of year, according to Brian McNulty, a tropical meteorology researcher from the University of Miami. Thousands of people were in Barbados for Saturday's 2020 World Cup final, cricket's biggest event, with Ms. Motley noting that not all fans were able to leave on Sunday despite many rushing to change their flights. Some of them have never gone through a storm before, she said. We have plans to take care of them. She said all businesses should close by Sunday.